After Oba Erediawa and his son, Bob Izwa, the late 419, what is his name? What is his name? Manati Oba, who was a 419, I've forgotten. Ekato. If you want to know what happened to Osarabo Kunogai, who was then the Ogiame of Utanta, ask Bob Izwa. Ask Nusaka Isekure. Ask the current Ewari. They are responsible for his disappearance. It has nothing to do with the current Ogiame of Utanta. And you must be well informed that the relationship between the Ogiame of Utanta then, who was Osarabo Kunogai, and the current Ogiame, was not so close to have even necessitated his actions against the then Ogiame. And again, if the Oba of Benin had known that the current Ogiame of Utanta, Richard Arisco Sevege GP, was from the Ogiame's family, they would never have allowed his political success in Edo South. Because Arisco JP was a strong man of PDP. He was a board member of PDP. He was a board member of PDP. If they had known, because what they have been doing over the years is to ensure that no Ogiame rises. Because Osemege was not very close to the family, and he was using Osemege, so they never knew. They had no minimal idea that he could one day become very, very important or strategic in the Ogiso Evian Royal dynasty. Otherwise, they would not have allowed him to get close to where he got in politics. So like I said, if your people are looking for those who are responsible for the disappearance of Osarabo Kunogai, the late Chief Ekato Eduwiyofo, that 419, that idiot, no let me we were. But this one, no let me we were. This current one, no let me we were. And Osaka is they know what happened to Osarabo Kunogai. Not Arisco Ogiame JP, not him. These are the people who know, and these are the people we should throw questions to. What happened to Osarabo Okunogai? Because you remember there was a statement that at the time Osaka Isekure made when he had problems with this useless man, this cocaine addict who calls himself Robbie Siniridewa, aka Ewari. He said, a time will come when he, Ewari, will understand that it was him and some other people that fortified his late father, Erediawa. What they were fortifying Erediawa for is left for Osaka Isekure to answer. Because as a traditional ruler, his role was well defined. Was well defined in the chieftaincy laws. There was nothing to fortify. The only thing they fortified was the disappearance of people in order to steal lands that does not belong to them. Now, Olakoko, having said this, I saw that you are repeating the video of Izodua. You know, unfortunately, Izodua continues to claim that he attended a prestigious university. Well, the university might be prestigious, but I don't think that Izodua has a prestigious brain. Izodua is just a stupid human being. Because a simple question that I have thrown to Izodua in the last 2-3 years, he has refused to answer. 6 minus 1 Izodua. 6 minus 1. Now, these are factors. Let me remember you, it's an LCM. Oramiya, Oduduwa, was the first Oni of Ife. Oramiya was the 6th Oni of Ife. So, can you please explain to us, Mr. Izodua, how the 6th Oni of Ife was then given to your forefathers by the first Oni of Ife? Because we're talking of, it's 5 generations difference. 5 generations. Okay? To explain it further for you, Mr. Izodua and Mr. Lakoko, Damiyo Kakabo, because you are the person who is stupid, who continue to repeat what you do not have the minimum idea of. In Benin, we have what we call Omiwu, that is the direct lineage. Then we have Eye, that is the grandchild. Then we have Inyehe, that is the great-grandchild. Then we have Esakbaigode, that is the great-great-grandchild. Then we now have the other one called Abionona, that is the great-great-great-great-grandchild. Oramiya was the Abionona of Oduduwa. All right. So how Oduduwa, how Oduduwa gave Oramiya, if Oramiya was the Abionona of Oduduwa, how he gave Oramiya to Benin people is something that these people need to explain. But anyway, they are not going to explain it because, you know, most of these people are people who have taken oath before the Oba of Benin. You know, their families have been placed under curse. So they are not even in the position to question those they are representing for certain explanations. So when we come out with facts, they cannot go and question those they represent to give them further facts because they have been placed under curse. According to the oath, which we have all seen, he said, if you are even present when they are talking ill of the Oba of Benin, your generations born unborn will perish. So one of the reasons why these people actually will continue to say one word has no meaning. All right? Now, Mr. Olakoko, I want to warn you the way you pronounce Ogiamie. Ogiamie Irebo, who was the first Ogiamie, was Ogiso Irebo after his father Ogiso Ivia. Now, it is called Ogiame. If you are not educated or if you are not a Benin person, it's understandable. But if you are a Benin person and you continue to call your father that stupidity, then Ira or Mako Kwesi. Ira Mako Kwesi. And let me ask you, Mr. Lakoko, can you give us your connection to the Igodo kingdom? Because men of Wegwana, I am talking to you because I'm a representative of the Ogiso's royal dynasty. My names are Johnny Raphael Sidney. My mother is a great-great-grandchild of Ogiamie Edogiawiri. You see, I have a connection. There's a lineage. So I was well taught the history of Igodo because I grew up in Benin. My father is from Rivers State, but I grew up in Benin. I was well educated. I was living almost inside the palace of the Ogiamie. And I had the opportunity to see Oba Akenswa twice visit the Ogiamie's palace. So you guys are not going to come out today and begin to tell me rubbish and expect me to listen to your bullshit. Because Erediawa has succeeded in brainwashing all of you. Of course, most of the families you see today supporting the Oba Benin, their families are benefactors of the illegal activities of the late Oba Erediawa. Okay? We put that aside. I have said, Mr. Lakoko, if you can tell me your connection to Igodo, that will be very, very good of you. But if you cannot tell me, then shut up your mouth.